Mike Perlak here to entertain you with the help of the Beach Boys. When I grow up to be an hombre. I decided if I change some of the key lyrics, maybe I can get away with singing parts of songs without being having the video copyrighted or copyright claimed. So as promised in that video short, I work 2 jobs, so despite all that, I'm really going to put in the effort to do what I stated I'm going to do in that video short. Every time I have a choice to use some money I have to buy something sweet, something that I really, obviously I don't need. Instead of doing that, I'm going to put that money aside, and when I have another $47, I'm going to donate another $47 to the TNC. The T, as in truck, NC. Because as far as I'm concerned, the DNC and the RNC can go straight to flunkin' hell. I'm done kowtowing to the establishment. And obviously I'm not alone in that sentiment. 200 million, 70 million of which came from small and first-time donors like myself towards Trump's re-election. Obviously, I'm not alone in the sentiment that I'm done kowtowing to the establishment. Now, how will this work? Well, I'm not going to be stupid. I asked a doctor years ago what I could do about not having energy and not cutting back on sugar. And what do I do to compensate for the energy? And I wasn't a doctor, actually. It was a nurse that told me straight out, more protein. So, yep. The good news is I am a meat eater. I'm going to keep up my consumption of meat and fruit and vegetables. So I'm going to do this without being stupid like I've done in the past. But, yep, I'm going to make America great again, one bad emotional impulse at a time. I got momentarily discouraged by this commenter on a YouTube video. I watched a video from Legal Eagle. From time to time, I will still watch his content because it's interesting. Most of the comments on there, most of the anti-Trump comments on those type of videos are all emotionally based. Emotionally based. Because they have nothing concrete. They're always insults, personal insults, and general insults towards a whole group of people. But because that's all, it's all emotionally based insults. Because that's all they got. The person on the video was supposed to be a legal expert. The woman's freaking insulting Marco Rubio. You're supposed to be a professional law person, and you're sitting there and you're insulting Marco Rubio? I mean, that's what a professional law person does? Anyways, I recognize the commenter's name who commented on my comment about mentioning about the 200 million, 70 million donators, for small donators. Yeah, I recognize the commenter, Anvil something or other. He's commented on stuff I've commented on before. And I look back at the person's YouTube channel, 2 videos, 17 years old. That's all you got? Anyways, so I, what point of making this thing? Okay, so I'm someone who suffered with an eating disorder all my life, and there's things about that I just recently figured out for myself. It goes back to, like I've already said in another video I made a while back, the system wants us to live on garbage food and still produce. Like I said in another video, talk about flunking cruel. You're supposed to live on food garbage, packaged, boxed, canned, certain things, this can's all right, but processed. You're supposed to live on processed garbage food and still produce. Still have the energy and stamina to produce. There's a reason I have an eating disorder. I grew up in poor, lower, definitely lower middle class family, and I didn't get enough protein in my diet as a child. That's why. I was walking around with my body was never fully satisfied. That's why I yield to overindulgence in salt and sugary snacks. But you'd have to have grown up poor yourself to even remotely understand the words that just came out of my mouth. Just today, I discovered I don't like the taste of pork. Pork chops, I tried, because it was on special, so I didn't pay much for it. I bought some ground pork. I just don't like the taste of pork. It's not a religious thing with me, personally. It's just a natural thing. My taste buds don't like the taste of pork. So Babe the Pig is safe by me. Well, not 100% because I'd still eat a hot dog or a bologna sandwich once in a while. But I'm happy to say I'm in a financial position where I don't have to do that anymore. I can have beef, poultry, and fish, seafood to reasonable, daily consuming. But I just don't like pork. It's not a religious thing with me. My taste buds just don't like the taste of pork. But I have been, and going forward, I will be consuming a lot of beef, poultry, and fish, seafood. And from there, it's actually, once you figure that out, it's actually pretty darn easy. I can make sure I'm only consuming enough meat so that I'm constantly satisfied, that I know, okay, if I come home from work, okay, I didn't have time, or for whatever reason I didn't consume enough during the day, so maybe I should eat a couple of bites of chicken or beef or something, so that to assure my body stays satisfied and I can sleep that night. It's as simple as that. Once you figure it out, it's as simple as that. I kind of sort of playing hooky from work today. That's why I'm able to make these videos I'm making right now. But I had a lot of ideas when I was young growing up. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough resources to match my ideas. But then, I'm sure that's the case for a lot of young people growing up. I even contemplated the practicability of just keeping a bottle of A1 steak sauce on ice on me all day and a Ziploc bag of little pieces of steak. Just so if I ever feel that old grumble, I can just grab it out of my work bag and work. I think it'll work for me. Actually, that idea with the steak, a coworker put the bug in my ear about that years ago. I just haven't executed it yet. Speaking of coworkers, I also in the process of putting to use years ago I bought a homemade leg press from a coworker, ex-military dude. I have to make some modifications to it because this thing has parts on it that were designed to conform to this person's body. This person in question, coworker, ex-military, is almost a half a foot taller than me. So I got to make some adjustments to this homemade leg press so that it'll work for average height me. But I bought it from the gentleman, and I'm glad I did, because it really is, with all my equipment that I have a lot of good workout equipment, but this one thing, this homemade leg press, I knew, somehow in the back of my mind, I knew this would be my ticket to getting back in shape without having to join a gym. And I'll probably make a video about that. Even though there's not much weight on there. I have 2 100-pound weight plates that are both not on there at the moment, because right now I'm focusing on getting the movement down and getting whatever modifications done to it that I need to get done to it before I can add weight to it so that it'll be safe for me to use. Mike Barelak, there'll be more to come. Thank you for your time.